Hi folks, Colin here, welcome back to the channel, great to see you as always. So we're going to have a little look at Rockabilly. What makes Rockabilly Rockabilly, different from rock and roll? It's just really one or two notes. And the main thing is, say if we're in the key of C, playing a C chord. The sort of standard thing to do when you're playing rock and roll is to play a sort of seventh chord. But in Rockabilly we tend to focus more on the sixth chord. So if you take your C7 shape, so that's pinky on the 11th fret of the B. So you start off with a C E-shaped bar chord, take the pinky off and put it onto the 10th fret of the B. That's your A. A is the sixth interval of the C chord. It's very hot in here, folk. I don't know if I'm sweating on the TV here. So that is the kind of Rockabilly sound. The other sound that's kind of unique to Rockabilly really is the ninth. So we go from the 1 to the 4. That's a F9. So F is that note, that's the 8th note on the A string. Then you've got a 7 on the D, and you've got 8 8 at the top. Lovely chord, you can sort of slide it. The other thing you see quite a lot is you're playing your 6th, you've got 1 fret, so that's 11th on the B, that's your 7th. So they're common to rock and roll and Rockabilly. But the 6th is more pronounced generally. You got your 9. You play a 9 over the 5 chord as well quite often. So, seemed to be quite a good lot of interest in the crams. So that's a good song which shows that 6th interval kind of being expressed throughout the riff. So what Poison Ivy was doing, I think, is just playing a C at the 8th fret. So it's just sort of playing the top of the sort of C bar chord. And she's just hitting that 10 on the B. This is called How Far Can Too Far Go? Then she goes to the F down here. Same thing over the G on the 3rd fret, and then back to the 1 fret for the F. And that's kind of the solo. So over the solo, so we're doing that C again, just going up to the 6, 7, then we're coming down, so that's 11, 10, 8 on the B, and then 10 on the G, then it's 5 on the B, 7 on the G, 5 on the G, and 7 on the D. Back to the F. And then it goes to G again. F. Okay folks, so I hope that's helped sort of clarify why rockabilly sounds a little bit different from rock and roll. And obviously you can use the 7th chords as well, but they tend to be used more sparingly than they are in rock and roll. Okay folks, please comment on the videos if you enjoy them, and subscribe, because I'm doing my best to get more videos out there and keep the content going. And every time I make a video for a pedal, it gets cheaper, so bear that in mind. I'm kind of helping making guitar equipment more affordable. Okay, thanks, keep rocking, and I'll see you next time.